when someone hurts us through betrayal, cruelty, abandonment, or even indifference, it's not just emotional, it's physical. We feel it in our chest, our stomach, our breath. It's visceral. And the instinct sometimes is just as primal: strike back. Make them feel what you felt. Show them the ache they caused. Because somewhere deep in our wiring, pain screams to be released, and revenge can feel like relief. But here's the deeper truth. While pain is a natural part of being human, passing it on is a choice. And it's a choice that matters, not just for the people around you, but for you. You didn't choose the hurt, you didn't choose the betrayal, the loss, or the trauma, but you do get to choose whether it ends with you or gets passed along like a hot coal, burning everyone who holds it. Passing on pain can look subtle: snapping at someone who didn't deserve it, becoming cold or guarded with new people, assuming the worst because you were once treated like the worst. Or worse, becoming the very thing that wounded you so no one else can get close enough to hurt you again. That's what unprocessed pain does. It leaks, it lashes, it reenacts. But choosing not to pass it on is one of the bravest things a person can do. It means slowing down. It means saying, this ends with me. It means recognizing that your healing isn't just personal, it's generational, relational, spiritual. And that's not about being soft. That's strength at its most sacred. You get to choose something different. You get to choose compassion. You get to choose boundaries instead of bitterness. You get to build a life that isn't shaped by the hurt, but by the courage to heal. Because while pain may have shaped you, it doesn't have to define you. And refusing to pass it on, that's how you reclaim your power. Revenge promises control, but delivers more hurt. Revenge is seductive. Let's name that honestly. When someone deeply wounds us, when they humiliate, betray, lie, or walk away without remorse, something inside us burns. That inner voice whispers, they shouldn't get away with it. And for a moment, revenge looks like justice dressed up in armor. It feels powerful. It feels like control. We tell ourselves, if I can make them feel what I felt, I'll be free. But here's the truth, most of us learn the hard way. Revenge doesn't heal the hurt, it deepens it. It offers the illusion of control, but it actually tightens the grip that pain has on your life. Because what is revenge, really? It's you continuing the story they started. It's allowing their harm to shape your next move. It's building your actions around someone else's damage rather than your own values. Revenge keeps you tethered to them emotionally, energetically, psychologically. It's a cycle that says, I will stay in this pain long enough to throw it back at you. But the cost, it's your peace. It's your growth. It's your ability to move forward unburdened. And often, the person you want revenge on isn't even looking. They've moved on, or they're too unaware to feel what you want them to feel. So the hurt just circles back to you over and over again. The truth is, revenge may feel like power, but it's power borrowed from pain. It's control rooted in fear, not freedom. And it rarely lands the way we hope. Instead of delivering justice, it often makes us feel worse because we've acted out of our wounds, not our wisdom. So here's what's braver: walking away without needing to retaliate, choosing growth over retaliation, letting the wound teach you, but not lead you. The real power It comes when you realize you don't need revenge to reclaim your worth. You don't need their suffering to validate your own. You don't need to be the one who hurts back. You get to be the one who rises whole. And that's where freedom lives. Your healing is not about them. It's about reclaiming yourself. When someone wounds you deeply, personally, maybe even intentionally, it's easy to believe that healing means getting closure from them, an apology, an explanation, a moment where they finally see what they did. It's human to want that. It's human to want them to say, I see you, I know I hurt you, I was wrong. But here's what's often true, and painfully so. The people who hurt you may never give you what you deserve. They may never take accountability. They may rewrite the story in their own favor, act like nothing happened, or disappear entirely. And if your healing depends on them, you'll wait forever. And that's why healing can never be about them. Healing is an act of reclaiming yourself. It's saying, even if I never get closure, I will close this chapter on my terms. It's not about denying the pain or pretending it didn't matter. And it mattered, it still does. But healing is the choice to stop living from that wound. It's the process of turning inward and saying, who was I before they hurt me? And who do I want to be now? Healing is walking back into the parts of yourself that were silenced, your voice, your joy, your self-worth, and saying, you're safe with me now. It's not about forgetting, it's about remembering differently, without shame, without bitterness, and without letting what happened define who you are. And yes, healing is slow, not linear. Some days you'll feel strong, and other days you'll ache all over again. But each time you choose yourself over resentment, each time you speak the truth instead of burying it, each time you show up for your healing without needing their permission or participation, you reclaim a part of you that pain tried to steal. This is your story now. You don't have to give them the pen. You get to rewrite the next chapter, not to prove anything to anyone else, but to finally come home to yourself. And that's what real healing looks like. Not a perfect ending, but a powerful return. Living well isn't about showing off, it's about living whole. There's a popular idea, especially when we've been hurt, that success is the best revenge. Post the photos, build the business, find someone better, smile wider, look unbothered. We think, if I can prove I'm thriving, maybe the pain won't matter anymore. Maybe they'll see what they lost. Maybe I'll finally win. But here's the honest truth. Living well isn't a performance. It's not curated for the people who hurt you. It's not about proving you're okay. It's about actually being okay. And there's a big difference between looking healed and living whole. When we make our healing about optics, about how it looks from the outside, we risk building a life around the very people we want to leave behind. That's not freedom, that's still living in response to them. And deep down, we know it. We know when the winds are real and when they're armor. Wholeness, on the other hand, is quiet, it's grounded. It's not loud or flashy. It's being able to sit with yourself without needing applause or validation and feel at peace. Living whole means you're no longer hustling to prove your worth. You're living in alignment with your values, your truth, your integrity. It means your joy isn't performative. Your confidence isn't borrowed. Your boundaries aren't threats, they're self-respect. And here's the beauty. you don't have to broadcast your growth. You don't have to pretend you're unaffected. You don't have to convince anyone you've moved on. When you live whole, you know you're not chasing external proof. You're not controlled by the fear of how others perceive your progress. You're just living deeply, intentionally, and without apology. So let's shift the goal from looking like I'm over it to actually healing through it. Let's make peace the measure of success, not perfection, not power, not perception. Because in the end, the greatest life you can build isn't one that says, look what you lost. It's one that whispers, I never needed you to find myself. That is what it means to live whole. And that is the kind of life no one can take from you. Empathy doesn't excuse the hurt, but it frees you from carrying it. When someone wounds you, especially someone close, someone you trusted, empathy can feel like the last thing you want to offer. And rightfully so. Why should you be the one to stretch, to understand, to hold space for the person who broke yours? Empathy can feel at first like betrayal, like you're minimizing your own pain just to be the bigger person. But let's be clear from the beginning. Empathy is not excusing the hurt. It's not justifying it, downplaying it, or forgetting it. Empathy is not saying it's okay that you did what you did, because it wasn't okay. What happened may have been unfair, unkind, or even traumatic. You're allowed to name it as such. But here's what empathy is. It's the willingness to see that someone else's behavior was likely born from their own fear, pain, insecurity, or ignorance. It doesn't erase the consequences. It doesn't mean there shouldn't be accountability. But it helps you let go of the story that their hurtful actions were a reflection of your worth. Empathy shifts the question from why did they do this to me to what must have been happening in them to act this way. That shift isn't for them, it's for you. Because carrying resentment is heavy. It weighs on your mind, your body, your relationship. It keeps the wound open and the offender close, mentally and emotionally, even when they're long gone. Empathy, on the other hand, is an emotional boundary that says, I'm not going to carry your pain as my own. It's the decision to see the full picture without having to fix it or be in it or drag it forward with you. Think of it like this. When you understand why a fire burns, it doesn't mean you sit in the ashes. It means you stop blaming yourself for getting burned and you start rebuilding with clearer eyes and stronger hands. Empathy offers clarity. It gives you language for what happened. It lets you grieve what was lost, name what was never yours to hold, and move forward without dragging the past behind you. It's not softness, it's strength. It's you saying, you don't get to keep me bitter. You don't get to shape how I love, trust, or live moving forward. You don't need to excuse the hurt to rise above it. You just need to stop carrying what was never yours to begin with. And empathy, that's how you put it down. The best revenge is becoming someone who no longer needs it. And let's be honest, revenge is deeply human. When someone hurts you, especially when they walk away unscathed or seem completely unaffected, there's a part of you that wants them to know. They know how much it cost you, know what they ruined, know the nights you couldn't sleep, the trust you now struggle to give, the way your laughter feels quieter than before. You want them to feel even a fraction of what they put you through. And in that space, revenge looks like power, like justice, like dignity reclaimed. But here's what time, healing, and hard-earned wisdom often teach us. Revenge might feel good for a moment, but needing it means you're still tethered to the wound, still emotionally invested, still allowing the person who hurt you to shape your choices, your peace, your narrative. The best revenge, it's not a comeback story designed for them to see. It's not about making them regret or notice or applaud your resilience. It's becoming someone who no longer needs revenge at all.